Okay, so for this week, we are going to look at functions and more NumPy, but I'm also going to add something. We're going to start looking at classes in Python. So classes are a way to organize data that has, or organize constructs that have similar data and similar we want to do similar things to them. So like a very common example would be a complex number. A complex number we can think of as having two different parts, a real and imaginary part. And then there's different things that we want to do for the complex number. Like complex numbers have arguments. They have real parts, I said that, imaginary parts. They have moduluses, things like that. And so we're gonna, as an example, create a class called complex numbers that organizes these all into one thing. Multiplying complex numbers, of course, is different than multiplying real numbers and this sort of thing. Or it's the same, but it's a little more complicated. Same thing with dividing. So we're gonna look at implementing a class that can do this. And one of the reasons that I want to do this is based on some of the questions I've gotten in email and the questions that I've gotten that I've seen on the discussion forums. Is I'm being a little like I haven't explained well enough like what this period notation is. Like I've got here in p.abs. Like what exactly does that sort of thing mean? Or up here, when I'm plotting something, I've got ax.plot. So like what does that mean? What does that period mean? Why do I have it sometimes and not have it other times? And what's going on there? And I think talking about classes will help with that answer. Even if it doesn't give a complete answer, it will at least give an example of kind of what's going on. So the other thing that I want to do is I want to look at a little more NumPy this week as well. But today, for Monday, what I want to get through is I want to look at functions. So I want to like redo this derivative example, but kind of make it, I guess, where is it? Redo this derivative example. But notice we kind of have the function that we're dealing with hard coded. So I want to show you how to make functions so that you don't have to hard code. And in other words, we could actually change the function that we're taking the derivative of, and change the place where we're taking the derivative, or change the point at which we're taking a derivative. This is actually something that we're going to look at. I hope that makes sense. And then I also want to briefly introduce classes. And then on Wednesday, when I make more videos, we'll look at more NumPy stuff. I will also be, sometime this week, I will be posting the project, like what you need to do on the project. Of course, it's going to cover, you're going to have to do stuff on the project that we haven't covered in class yet, clearly, but I just want to get the project out there so you guys can start looking at it. All right, or start looking at it. That's it for this introductory video for this week.